Philosophers Locke and Montesquieu established the theory of separating the powers of state with one aim in mind: avoiding their abuse. The classic setup divides the pillars of state into three: the legislative branch, which writes the rules, the executive branch, which enforces them, and the judicial branch, which solves any disputes. The theory holds that each of these three are carried out by separate, independent bodies, as much in terms of the definition as by the jobs they do. So through branches of state and three powers. Legislative power sits with Congress and its elected representatives. Executive power lies with the head of state and the government, and judicial power goes to the Supreme Court. If it's worked, these powers should find themselves in balance. It's the biggest barrier to the rise of despots and one person wielding supreme authority, since it keeps the power to run a state out of individual hands. France developed its own version of this, prioritizing working together over strict separation. It means the distinction between each side remains, but that they each have different ways of interacting with each other. An example: the head of state can dissolve one of the chambers of parliament, Congress can oust the government, and court judges have to answer to the authority of the Department of Justice. Let's look closer. When it comes to Penelope Gate, François Fillon's lawyers have been contesting the legitimacy of the inquiry against him, arguing for respect for the separation of powers. They maintain only a parliamentary inquiry has the authority to investigate the situation.